What's going on, my beautiful people? It's your boy LB the Motivator, and I am a member of the Alpha class of the Tulsa Leadership Academy. My time with Tulsa not only gave me new understanding, but it gave me a new confidence in myself, the confidence to really go out and chase my dreams. While I was with the Tulsa Leadership Academy, we learned and understood the business foundations from the ground up. We were able to understand marketing and targeting our audience. We were able to understand what it's like to build a budget and an actual business plan. And at the end, when we were able to participate in the Shark Tank, we understood that at the end of the day, no matter how much collaboration there is still a competition to get money. So we have to always be the best version of ourselves. The Tulsa Leadership Academy was truly an inspiring experience. And I pray that if you want to be a part of this experience, you are applying right now. Like right now, you are putting your application in because it's something that you don't want to miss out on. I promise you, it is going to change your life. It's your boy LB the Motivator, your friendly neighborhood hope dealer, and I'm out. Peace.
Well, good evening, everyone. I am super excited about today. But before we get started, I need everybody to do something for me. I need everybody to hit that share button. We have 6 phenomenal entrepreneurs that are getting ready to pitch their business. And listen, it's going to be epic, right? And so I need all of your support. I need everybody to hit that share. I want y'all to blow the comment section up and let's talk about this great Black intelligentsia, right? And so I'm super excited. Now, I do want to say this before we get started. This year for the Tulsa Shark Tank, we have the Viewer's Choice Award. What is the Viewer's Choice Award, Q? I'm glad you asked. The Viewer's Choice Award is where you will have the opportunity to vote for the person you thought had the best fit. The best pitch. That's right. You will have the opportunity to vote for the person that you thought had the best pitch. So how do you do that? I'm glad you asked again. This is real good, right? Only thing that you have to do is send a donation to the Tulsa Initiative. That's the money sign Tulsa nonprofit. And guess what? Put that person name in there. The person that receives the most donation will win this year's Tulsa Shark Tank, guess what? Viewers Choice Award. So, hey, let's get it to it. I'm super excited. And before I do that, I got to introduce the judges for tonight. Our first judge is none other than Dr. Burgess. She's the CEO of Visions and Globals Consulting. She is a full-time PhD student in economics at Florida State University, a visiting assistant professor of economics at UNF. She's an analyst, she's a consultant, and she's also a very frequent speaker. This young lady is changing lives. She's a business coach, and she's doing a great job at that. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the stage our first judge. Doc, how you doing today? You on mute. You got to take us off mute.
All right, I'm off mute now.
How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. You put on amazing events. I'm so proud of the Tulsa Initiative changing these young men's lives. And I think whether they win or not tonight, we know they're going to be impacted and empowered.
Absolutely. And I'm super excited to have you. You are one of the dopest Black women that I know. And I know you bringing that heat like you do all the time. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, I call it Doc, right? Because she's amazing. Thank you so much, Doc. Next, we have Attorney Ree Allen. Attorney Ree Allen is also known as Attorney Southern Belle. Y'all, we bringing the Black women this year. Man, I'm telling y'all, Attorney Ree Allen is also known as Attorney Southern Belle. She's a native of Louisiana, and she is a licensed attorney in the state of Louisiana, and she also served as a senior staff attorney at the 19th District Court. She received her master's in science and organization development, and she also founded the Allen Law Firm in 2017. Her primary area of focus is intellectual property, family law, will, estates, and personal injury. And check this out, debt in negotiation. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the one, the only, the attorney, Ree Allen. How are you?
I'm doing well, Q. How are you?
I'm excited. Like, listen, I mean, like, once again, we have some of the dopest Black women entrepreneur who's serving as this year as a judge, and I'm super excited, and I'm excited to get into it. So, hey, let's get it.
Let's get it. I'm ready.
All right. Thanks so much, Attorney Allen. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have my good friend, Edgar Johnson. Edgar Johnson served as the Chief Executive Officer of Swiver LLC. Edgar Johnson is a senior cybersecurity automation engineer for IBM Security with more than 5 years of IT software development. This guy knows technology. Edgar also graduated from none other than Jackson State University. Edgar is now getting ready to graduate from Georgetown University with a master's degree in cybersecurity and risk management. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the stage none other than my friend, my brother, the CEO of Swigger, Edgar Johnson. How are you, Ed?
So nice to be here, man. Awesome work, Q. We love the energy you're bringing, and we're so excited to see these young entrepreneurs present. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Listen, y'all, listen, I don't know what you're doing, but I need everybody to hit share right now. On Facebook, hit share. If you on YouTube, I want you to subscribe to our channel right now. Share it with your friends, share it with your family and loved ones. Next, we have none other than my sister, another awesome, phenomenal, dope female entrepreneur, Jalen A. Jones. Jalen is a Black entrepreneur. She's a thought leader. Listen, I have never met a woman who can come into a stage, a space, and own it like Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones is the CEO of Black Pretty and Pay University. She's also, check this out, y'all, the founder of Compassionate Sales, a healthcare sales training and consultant firm. Jalen trained entrepreneurs all across the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome my sister, the one and only Jalen A. Jones. Jalen, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm excited. Listen, look, I'm excited. I am super excited. It's about to go down, Jalen.
I know Black excellence is taking center stage tonight. I'm excited to judge.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jalen. And last but not least, I'm excited to introduce my friend, my brother, one of my business partners, Madison C. Glenn. Madison C. Glenn served as the Chief Executive Officer of Glenn and Covington LLC, which is a real estate company happening right here in the DMV. Madison has worked for companies such as the Special Olympics, Boys and Girls Clubs. He specialized in curriculum development and youth empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome none other than my friend, my business partner, Madison C. Glenn. Madison, take us off mute. And how are you, my brother?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm well, man. Listen, these guys have been preparing. They've been working hard. And I know you and all the rest of our judges, we're going to engage in some great dialogue, great conversation with these entrepreneurs. And so, brother, we're just super excited and thankful to have you on this platform, on this panel with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, listen, this brother is phenomenal. I had a chance to meet this brother. He served as the co-owner of Liger Transportation down in Charlotte, North Carolina. My brother, Brother Smith. What's up, man? I'm so glad you're here. Y'all bring him to the stage. Larry Smith, what's up, man?
Man, I can't tell you, Q, man. Since I was invited to judge, man, I've been waiting on this day. I'm so excited to get this up and running. Man, let's do it, man. No more talking. Let's get to it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have just given y'all the judges for the night. Listen, if you cannot tell by this level of Black intelligentsia, of all of the professionals, of all of the entrepreneurs, these people are actually in business. And listen, all of their businesses are six-figure businesses, right? So this ain't no fly-by-night judges. These judges are the real deal. And so I'm super excited to have our judges. I'm going to say this one more time. If you have not hit that like and share button, you are disservicing yourself and our Black community, because we want to put this Black excellence on display tonight. Are y'all ready? All right. I all sound like y'all ready. Y'all ready? All right, y'all ready. Let's jump into it. Y'all, we are getting right into the first pitch. Each contestant has 3 minutes to pitch their business. After they pitch their business, we will go to the judges for a Q&A. At the end, now you got to stay to the end because you do not want to miss who is going to win this year's Tulsa Shark Tank. First contestant coming to the stage, none other than Davosky Board. Y'all bring Davosky onto the stage. Davosky, how you doing, brother? We can't hear you, man. Okay. I think we having some sound check. Listen, y'all share while we waiting for my brother, my friend to get his mic together. Davosky, can you hear me? Okay. You sound a little choppy.
Good evening. Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're having some technical difficulties here in Davosky, so we're actually going to move him off the screen, and we are actually going to go to the next person, give him some time to get his technology right, and then we're going to jump right back into it. So he's having a little technical difficulties. We cannot hear him, so we're going to go to our next participant, and then we're going to bring Davosky back whenever we can hear him good. He's been working hard, and we want to make sure that we are giving him the opportunity to pitch his business. So at this time, listen, y'all bring my boy Brandon to the stage. Brandon to the stage. Brandon, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Absolutely. Your sound sounds good. Brandon, you've been working hard, dog. This is the moment you've been waiting for. And listen, we got these fire judges. They ready to judge. So let's jump into it.
All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Absolutely.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brandon, and my company is Nima and Kari Luxury. I'd like to thank you all for your time today. So it's no standing secret that the beauty industry has traditionally failed people of color in its advertisements as well as the products it produces. Before I get into what our brand is about, I want to give you the background of what the essence of our brand is. So we encapsulate the experience of our consumer by telling the tale of Nima and Kari, which is the Afro-American spin on the Genesis story of Adam and Eve that details a story of two estranged lovers that originated in the Senegambia region of present-day West Africa. Our brand is going to revolutionize the beauty technology space by creating an organic flagship soap that is specifically catered towards combating problematic pigmented skin of color. Our goal is to utilize artificial intelligence and machine learning in order to create unique product recommendations, as well as have customers upload pictures of their face so our algorithm can accurately identify things such as dark spots, skin age, hyperpigmentation, and serve as a unique journal to their skincare journeys. So at the basis of our goal is empowerment for both Black men and women. And we want each consumer to take on the essence of both Nima and Kari through use of our flagship soap, which is an ethically sourced soap. So the integral component of Nima and Kari is the facial recognition technology. So I don't want to bore anyone too much and get into the mathematics and computational power of neural networks and machine learning, all the good stuff. But at the basis, we want to build a facial recognition software. So this will be a full stack software application wrapped within the framework of a mobile app that on the front end displays things such as skin age and skin problem areas, and on the back end does a skin image classification. So in the facial recognition world, algorithmic bias is extremely prevalent. And many times the people who create these algorithms do not understand the importance of utilizing a diverse data set in order to build the best models. So I actually have personal experience with this when I was in a machine learning class and I was using my professor's test code to determine who my celebrity lookalike would be. And I was hoping I was going to get Morris Chestnut, but I was upset that I kept getting, I was completely unrecognizable. So we rank in a fairly good position because from my research, I've seen very few companies that have an affordable and accessible price, utilize natural ingredients, offer to both men and women, and have this AI engine behind it, and are exclusively to people of color. So our current ask is to get to a fundraising goal of $40,000, and this will be used to curate our organic flagship soap. We also ask if anyone knows any licensed dermatologists in this space, and we plan to use all this to work with a personal photographer to create our own data set of a minimum of 1,000 Black and brown faces. And then we will use this to have our algorithm determine whether or not someone has hyperpigmentation or melasma, which are two common symptoms that African Americans have. So we hope to then use all this and host it on a cloud infrastructure such as AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. So on behalf of my co-founder Tosin and I, we would like to thank you all for listening to us today. And yeah.
Super great, Brandon, man. At this time, I'm going to bring our judges up to the stage for some Q&A. They're going to ask you some questions, and we're going to go from there. Judges, listen, I'm not going to say this person go. I'm just going to let you jump in there.
All right, so I'll start off. First of all, Brandon, amazing project. I am a machine learning engineer myself, so you can expect some questions from me. So the first question I have is, are you using an unsupervised or supervised machine learning algorithm? And how are you testing the accuracy of said algorithm?
So that's a great question. I would say we haven't completely started development yet, but what we would hope to do is use supervised learning, because with supervised learning, you're able to, so let's say our algorithm detects, okay, someone has eczema, right? Based on other people who have also been put in the data set, it will be able to identify, you know, what age and maybe what products they would specifically need for their type of eczema. So supervised learning would be, I think, the best for what we're working with.
Okay. Do you have any plans or ways that you're looking to split the data set when you're test? So how are you looking to train? Do you have a training set and a test set? And what's the ratio for how you're splitting the data to train and test? Do you have that information, or is it?
It's not currently in development yet, but how we would split the data would definitely be, first, we would want to do some type of regression just on the images themselves to make sure that they are representative of, you know, the people, the audience that we're trying to encapsulate. Then we would hope to train the data set to fit whatever specific skin condition they would need. So did that answer your question?
A little bit. So I just tell you this, like, it just means how you're gonna train your data versus how you're gonna test. So first, you want to train your model so that you have a training set, and you use the training set to train your model, and then you're gonna have a test set, and you're gonna use that to test that model, and all that's gonna be a little important. Last question, I gotta let other judges ask. Sorry, you guys. This is my passion, so excuse me if I get a little bit, you know, antsy, but. Privacy measures. Do you have an effective privacy policy? What are you looking at from a legal standpoint? And what types of data does your organization generally deal with other than just pictures that you're going to use to train the algorithm? Do you have that information?
Not currently, but we would hope to have as much security measures as possible, because we will be taking customers' information, such as, you know, their names, their weights, their demographics. I don't have a complete answer for you today, but we do plan to explore that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brandon, and great job with your presentation. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
Thank you.
Okay, I do have a question. So my question for you is the goal of your company, with the algorithms that you're going to be using with face recognition, is the goal of your company to match clients with a skincare product line that is for them?
Yes, that would be our ultimate goal, but what we would hope to do is match them with products that we create ourselves.
Okay, so your company is going to create the products.
Yeah, that's our plan.
Okay, and how do you plan to market those products with the technology that you're using? Because I want to hear more on how you plan to market the actual skincare products. Do you have formulas? Do you have samples of those products that are able to be used by potential clientele?
Can you guys still see my screen? Yeah, so for right now, our current growth strategy is to really leverage the power of social media through reaching out to influencers and young people directly through campaigns such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And we also plan to kind of drop in terms of collections. So our first product is going to be our organic flagship soap, and we hope to get as much hype around that first, and hopefully with that hype, we'll be able to introduce the technology to the wider audience.
Okay, and I have one more question for you. Um, I hear you talk about organic. How does your product differ from competitors such as the Lip Bar? The Lip Bar is a popular skincare line, makeup line. How does that differ?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we plan to really use as much natural ingredients as possible, such as things like aloe vera, mineral oil, and we want our product to be ethically sourced, free of parabens, sulfates, um, and such. So that's how I'd say how our product would differentiate itself.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
My questions will be, the first question is in regards to your MVP. Wanted to know what product you'll be putting out onto the market. I know sometimes for companies of your caliber and for Black founders, it can be challenging for us to release products when we're working on that perfect product. But what is a simplistic MVP that you want to put out, and when are you planning to launch? Is the first question. And do you guys have any annual revenue goals?
So our first launch, we plan to launch February next year, 2022. Could you remind me of your question? Sorry, I lost. It was a multiple part question. Could you remind me of that?
No problem. So the first question was about your MVP. Like, what's the first product you're going to be putting out? Something that's available to the market, and that timeline. So it sounds like you answered the timeline part. What's that first product going to look like?
Yeah, our first product is going to be the organic flagship soap, which, as I mentioned, is going to be ethically sourced. And with that will come the facial recognition portion of that, which will be, we hope to just have it identify things such as hyperpigmentation and be able to make a recommendation based off of that.
And then the last question was in regards to your annual revenue goals. So once you do launch, do you have, I know that your ask is for $40,000. What is the revenue goal?
Our current revenue goal would be to do about $1,000 in sales on our product itself. And at least to get, because we hope to launch this as a mobile application, to get at least 100 downloads at the minimum.
Well, Brendan, we want to thank you so much for answering these judges' questions. Listen, these judges are the truth, and Brendan, we're proud of you. It's always good to see Black men in tech. And so I just want to say publicly, man, we are proud of you. Keep it coming. Make sure you stick around to the end. Y'all listen in the chat. Y'all let Brendan know what y'all think about his product. He will be reading the chat. And also, I didn't announce who I was. I'm Cute Eric Covington, and I serve as the executive director of the Tulsa Initiative. What is the Tulsa Initiative? It is a digital mentoring platform for Black and brown males 18 to 24 that focus on entrepreneurship. That is why we are here today. Our nonprofit is helping bring the Black dollar, in the words of my friend Tyson McKinney, back to the Black community. So that's what we do. So if you have never heard about the Tulsa Initiative before, I want you to follow us on all of our social media platforms at Tulsa Nonprofit. Now, I want to shout out some of our sponsors real quick so we can pay some of these bills, right? It is because of our sponsors that we can even host this platform. So first, I would like to give a shout out to our first sponsor, Given Pressure LLC, all the way in New Orleans, Louisiana. Thank you guys so much for believing in these Black and brown males and sponsoring this platform. I would also like to go down to Tallahassee to FAMU, Dr. Chris Daniels. Thank you so much for believing in the work that we're doing and sponsoring these young males. At this time, we're going to bring our next pitcher to the stage and keep this show running. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited about this next young man. He has grown so much since he has been a part of this 8-week program with his pitch and development. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the stage, Josh Malone. Josh, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm great. How about you?
I'm well, man. Hey, listen, we're excited for you, man, and you can begin your pitch.
Okay. Hi, I am Joshua Andrew Malone, co-founder and CEO of Clean J's Auto Detailing. Do you know what one of the biggest purchases Americans make? If you said your car, then you are correct. Last year alone, 3.4 million cars were sold across America. We started this business in August 2020, in the middle of COVID. Why, you may ask? First, we were unemployed. But second, my partners and I have a tremendous love for cars. Every time someone sees my car, they say, wow, your car is so clean. And one day, one of my friends mentioned, wow, I will pay somebody for this service. So that's when Clean J's was born. We helped numerous amount of clients over the time of us being in business. One client that really stood out to us was Miss Patterson. Miss Patterson was afraid to leave her house because of COVID. She thought her car was infested with COVID. So when we were able to help her out, it put a smile on her face along with ours. We target people who struggle cleaning their cars, maybe don't have enough time to clean their cars because their schedule won't allow them to, or maybe they don't know the right products and procedures to use while cleaning their car. We market to these people using our Instagram, our website, our clients' word of mouth, and our business cards, along with our Google My Business page, where we hold a 5-star rating. Our services include interior details, exterior details, and paint corrections. What makes us different from our competitors? Our green cleaning is one of them, where we use 5 gallons of water compared to a traditional power wash detail, which uses 7 to 70 gallons of water, which is a lot of water. We also value the business that we work with, and we value the clients that we work with in an eco-friendly way, using our green cleaning. And every time before a detail, we ask them, what is the main focus of this detail? Because we want to make sure they get that love back that they had for the car when they purchased it. In these pictures right here, you can see the before and after of some of the jobs that we've done. The seats on the right-hand side were nasty. Our client told us that he went to 5 details before us, and they told him they couldn't do anything with the seats. But we were able to help them out, and you can see the results speak for themselves. A lot of our clients have dogs, and a lot of Americans do too. And it's very tedious to get out of your car, but we excel in getting rid of dog hair. Our prices are highly competitive in the DMV, and we are able to keep them competitive and generate a good amount of revenue. What's next for us? We look to open a designated location where we can offer more convenience to people that want to come in and get the car detailed at a location. And we want to get into self-serving car washes where people can detail their own cars or get their car detailed by a Clean J's personnel on site. This money will be used to get a vehicle we'll get more equipment and marketing because we want everybody to experience this great service. Thank you. The floor is open for questions.
Josh, wow, great job. We did not see none of your slides. We didn't see none of your slides. Could you share your screen? Could you share your slides with us?
Yeah, it says sharing right now.
Because I want the judges to actually be able to see your slides.
What do you see right now? What all right. Let me stop sharing and then share again because
do that because I want them to be able to see your slides.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. All right. Yeah, on the top of the screen it says sharing, but yeah, let me see. Can you see it now?
Not yet. Hold on one second.
What's going on?
Now we can see your slides.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so we're going to give you another couple of minutes just to kind of scroll through your slides so the judges can see them. Could you put it in present mode?
Yeah. All right.
There you go. All right. Now you could just click through them. You don't have to necessarily do the pitch over. And then we'll bring the judges up for questions.
The clients that we helped out, Miss Patterson, people that struggle cleaning the cars, people don't have enough time to clean the cars, people that don't know the right process and procedures. This is our Instagram, our website, our business card, and we get clients through word of mouth. This is our Google My Business where we have a 5-star review. These are some of the services that we offer. This is actually something that we send out to our clients, like via text message. This is just talking about how we're different from our clients. This is our green detail that I was talking about. These are the seats, the before and after for you guys to see, and this is the dog hair that we were able to get out the floor mat. That's why I wanted you guys to really see. These are some of our prices. We're very competitive in the DMV area. What's next for us? We want to get a location. Also, this is the self-serving car wash that I was talking about that we want to get into in the near future. And this is how we'll use the money for vehicle, equipment, and marketing because we want everybody to get this great service. And thank you guys for listening.
All right. Great job, Josh. At this time, I'm going to bring our judges to the stage and we will start the Q&A process.
Okay.
Judges, it is on you.
Joshua, man, I loved it. Loved your enthusiasm, man. Keep that up. Technical difficulties happen. Don't worry about it. But like I said, I did love your enthusiasm. So definitely keep that up. But a question I have for you is where do you see your company in, the next 2 or 3 years?
The next 2 or 3 years? Right now, that's a great question. Right now, we're actually working with small like auto detail. I'm not auto mechanic shops and also what do you call it? Auto like just used car places like that sell used cars, and we're getting contracts with them. So we're doing a bulk amount of cars, like a bunch of cars at one time when we show up on site, and we're building great relationship with them. And with the auto like dealerships, not the dealerships, the mechanics, they're referring us to their clients. So that's a great relationship that we have. It's because their clients always ask them, where can I get my car cleaned after the mechanic work? Because oil gets everywhere and things get dirty when you get your car fixed. And in 2 years, I see us like building more relationship with people and moving into a designated location.
Okay, great, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Joshua, how are you? Great presentation.
I'm great.
I want to ask about competitive differentiators. It seems like you have a really good product, and it seems like the work that you do is astounding. Now, I would want to see how that would compare to other shops in the DMV and what truly differentiates your organization from others.
So what we really different from our client, from our competition is, like I said, our green cleaning. Where it's a process where we use O&R, but not just O&R because that's not gonna get everything off of your car, like the oil and stuff. It's gonna get the debris and the dirt off your car, but we also use a paint primer after that. And then after the paint primer, we'll use a wet wax, which makes your car super shiny. So like that right there, our clients are astounded by it. They say, wow, like I've never seen that before, because not a lot of detailers do that. So when they see that, they're like, wow, I'm gonna refer you to my friends. Like another thing that sets us apart is like we focus on the details. Like whatever our client asks us to do, we do it. And at the end of before every detail, we ask, what's your main focus? And then we focus on that. And then at the end, we ask them, we tell them, if you see anything that we did not hit, let us know, because we want you to make sure that you're satisfied. And not every detailer does that, because like we have multiple clients tell us that they never met a detailing company like us. Like nobody has that much attention to detail and focuses on the cars like we do.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
I have a question for you, Joshua. First of all, I want to commend you for having your company be green. I don't think I've quite heard that in your space before. And we get one planet and we have to take care of it. So I love that part.
Exactly.
I think you should lean heavily into that when you're marketing. My question is, you just said it. I wanted to know this type of company is most successful when you have recurring clientele. So how are you handling your packages? Do you have a referral program? How are you keeping people returning back to you?
That's great. So we actually do have a referring like program. So if you refer somebody to us, then you get 10% up to 3 people. So you can get up to 30% off of your next detail. So that's a big enticing thing for our clients. Another thing is that you asked how are we doing like contracts? Yes, we do contracts with auto mechanic shops and dealerships, but with our clients, we give them like we sell the details in bulk. So we have like a gift card. I wish I had one on me, but it's like a gift card. They can redeem it within a year, and it says what they purchased. So they can say the interior detail on it, the exterior detail, or the deluxe package, which is actually the interior and exterior detail combined. So it will have it on there, and they have a year to continue redeem it. So every time if you buy those in bulk, then you actually get you actually get $10 off of each one that you bought. So let's say like right now, if for a sedan it's 150, so let's say they buy 3 of them, so they get $20 off of that purchase of the 450, which would be 430.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very quick question. It mainly is about marketing channels. How do you plan to use technology to accelerate and scale your business, if you have any plans for that at all?
Okay, so that's actually really great. We actually been getting more into like more technology side of everything. So we've been using our Instagram, which brought us a lot of clients last month. We were able to reach we were actually able to like surpass our goal of 35 cars. We actually were able to do 42 cars last month. Um also we use our website. So like we have a company that we work with. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's called GoSite. So they actually do a lot of our SEO work for us, and that's where like it boosts us on Google, and we get a lot of calls. I think we get like at least 2 to 3 calls a week from people just from our Google My Business, and it's just the beginning. Like we just got on Google just like 2 months ago, so imagine like your SEO builds over time. Um, so that's really what we're really doing online, and we're like in the near future, like we're looking to get an app where people could just like use the app to get our services.
Well, thank you so much, Josh. We are super proud of you. Hey, listen, technology issues happen. We in the era of COVID. All of us
Yeah.
at some point has had some type of technology issue. So great job, Josh. Y'all listen. I'm super excited for these young men. When we're talking about Black and brown men, there's so much that's happening in our nation. We're constantly seeing Black and brown men gunned down in the streets, right? But now we have the opportunity in the space to celebrate young Black entrepreneurs. And so I just want all of you that's watching this, I want you to share this, because we want people around the nation to see what is happening with the Tulsa Initiative and what it is that we're doing with Black and brown men. And before I bring our next guest, our next pitcher to the stage, Donnie, to pitch, I want to do another sponsor ad, right? Super excited for these sponsors who believe in the work that we do. L&M Quality Built Homes out of Red Springs, North Carolina. Dr. Rashawn Locklear was one of our sponsors this year. And we just simply want to say thank you, right? Nobody has to send us money. No one has to write a check. No one has to sponsor, but you and all of our sponsors saw fit and saw enough to do so. So we want to thank you for supporting the Tulsa Initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome none other than Donnie to the stage. Donnie, welcome, man.
Hey, how you doing, Q? Appreciate the intro, man.
Hey, I'm excited. You guys been working hard for 8 weeks, right? Now it's time to leave it all on the table. So let's go ahead and get your PowerPoint pulled up so we can make sure we can see it. And once that's pulled up, we see it, buddy, you're good to go.
Yes, sir. Let's rock and roll. All right. Hello. I'm Donnie Gladney, as founder and CEO of Plugged Incorporated. I take your service and product and put it exactly where it needs to be when it needs to be there. Now, at this point, y'all probably thinking, well, how does he do that, right? But before I explain, let's take a ride through history. Transportation, one of the largest industries by capital and by design in the history of the world. Now, obviously, I'm no travel expert, but I do know if I walk outside right now, I can get anywhere I need to go using GPS in a car and or plane. So, why is it that navigating the globe is easier than running a small business, specifically a minority-owned small business? You know, as owners, we all face some of the same key challenges from organization, engagement, demand, opportunity, and access. So here at Plug, we're revolutionizing that path to success for small businesses and entrepreneurs by way of an all-in-one digital marketplace and entrepreneurial community platform designed for simplicity, verifiability, and accessibility, all the while being completely customizable to your needs. We empower you, the people, to utilize all these tools and services from one central location. And behind this amazing project is a team of highly educated leaders dedicated to bridging the divides in our communities on a global scale. Utilizing our individual networks, we have fostered relationships in almost every industry, from art, clothing, cosmetics, culinary, dispatch and logistics, entertainment, home improvement, real estate, sales, tech, you name it. Currently, we have enlisted 600 subscribers, developed a list of 25 potential sponsors from Carolina to California, maintained a website conversion rate of 7.5% month over month, and looking forward to the future, we plan to start a targeted email marketing and social media campaign. Triple our subscribers, hire a UX, UI designer, user interface designer, and or developer, whichever terminology you prefer, and launch our crowdfunding campaign directly after that. Ultimately, our goal is to provide a system that decentralizes the systematic processes that have hindered growth in our communities. So if you would like to be a part of that mission, I encourage you to plug in.
Boy, the pressure is on. The pressure is on. Hey, judges, come on back to the stage. It's time for Q&A.
All right. I would love to go first, especially because this is my jazz, working with Black and Brown entrepreneurs. So my question would be from a competitive analysis standpoint. So are you aware that there are some platforms that are emerging similar to yours? And are you making those connections with those platforms? So just wanted to see if you understand your competition.
Yes, ma'am. We definitely have a good grasp of the competition. Some of our competition we've actually been in talks with. There are a few individuals. There's a platform somewhat similar named wecanfolk.com that focuses specifically, on the minority community. And then, obviously there are big competitors such as Amazon, Shopify, Fiverr, Upwork, and Bark, things of that nature. We welcome the competition. Personally, we think that we have a great team in place. We're fairly confident that we've crossed all our T's and dotted our I's in regards to understanding what we need to do from a policy standpoint and from a competitive analysis standpoint and points of differentiation. We believe that one thing we do specifically well that our competitors don't really do as well, or let me say just don't pay as much attention to, is building a community. We feel like the community aspect will be huge for us going forward. Understanding, the intricacies of where we come from and our specific backgrounds is something that our competitors can't easily do.
Okay. So I have a question, and earlier you were kind of breaking up a little bit. I couldn't hear that last part. But my question for you and your business, because you're speaking out to help small businesses specifically, where does your company stand with legal in the legal standpoint? Because when you're working with small businesses, you need to know what are the legalities of each state, LLC formation, incorporation formation, nonprofit formation. How are you going to help your clientele with that? Are you going to help them with getting access to a trademark attorney or an attorney who can help them with their legal needs of the business. I didn't see that.
Yes, ma'am. So actually, if you can go back to my presentation, I'm not sure if you all can see it right now, but in stage 2, in our current and future roadmap, you'll see that I have policy creation listed. So we're actually in talks right now with corporate lawyers and patent lawyers as well in regards to seeing how we can implement that into our system in effort to streamline that service. What we want to do is, when we have new entrepreneurs logging on to our platform, we want to be able to list all of those specific services that they would need that would identify, specifically with their venture. We want to have that accessible to them. So obviously, I'm not a policy creator. I'm not a patent lawyer. So I am aware that I will have to seek out advice and expertise in that field, but we are taking the steps to get that done.
Okay, awesome. Just also too, just a tidbit, not just on patent law, you also need intellectual property law as well, which encompasses patents, so copyrights and trademarking, because you can have a name and not own it federally. So make
Yes,
sure,
ma'am.
just a little tidbit.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm going to go on ahead and pick up next since we're on the legal conversation here. Now, this sounds like to me an e-commerce platform. I have in my notes digital marketplace and entrepreneur platform. And so that spells out e-commerce for me from a tax perspective. When you're dealing with e-commerce, you can collect transactions from so many different states at a time. And you sort of have to be knowledgeable or at least have an idea about all of those regulations, or potentially have an idea about those regulations. Are you doing anything to track those transactions? And is there a legal strategy in place or a tax strategy in place to sort of compensate from all the different transactions that you may receive from different states?
Yes, sir. Actually, so we are aware that different states have different tax laws specifically for marketplaces. Since the creation of Amazon and the way that they expanded, states went after their revenue. Can't blame them for that. However, we have been able to automate a large majority of that process in terms of automating tax specific criteria for our users based on their IP addresses, where they're located. So we actually we have a pretty good handle on that aspect of things. Tax laws change every year. I'm actually a financial analyst, so a part of what I do outside of Flood Incorporated is helping people identify varying tax laws and changes and develop forecasts and budgets for things of that area. So yes, sir, we have a solid background.
Awesome. And then the last question I have is based on stress testing. Have you stress tested your application? Have you simulated a load or a possible group of 200 to 300 people who may jump, or maybe that's not enough. Let's say if tomorrow 2 to 3 million people started using your application or your site or your business e-commerce platform, would you put a load balancer in place? What mitigations do you have for that, if any?
Yes, sir. So that's actually something that we're looking at going into stage 3. Once again, increasing our site optimization. We're aware that, as users come in and begin to use the platform on a daily basis, that a load balancer will be needed, or, at least some type of additional algorithm to help, mitigate the load. So I think moving forward, we are going to have to hire varying developers to help us with that. However, we have had a beta test. It was not in the range of 2 to 3 million. However, it was more around 5 to 20, just to test out the basic functionality. And we're feeling really confident in that functionality right now. So I think moving forward, as we progress and we add more, demo users to the platform, we'll see which specific areas need our focus the most, and try to, build our optimization around it.
All right,
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
There, but thank you.
Thank you, Donnie. Thank you. Great job. And as I said earlier, it is amazing to see all of these young Black men in tech. Yes, young Black men in tech. So at this time, we're going to go pay some bills real quick with some ad videos, and then we're coming back at it.
Meet Alex, one of the best stylists in town. Unfortunately, since the beginning of the pandemic, Alex has lost clients and was forced to close her shop. Introducing Swiver, a mobile app and community that actively connects cosmetologists to clients and provides them with the tools they need to feel empowered, entrepreneurial, and financially adept to manage a brand that's built to last. We provide you with a suite of tools you can use to be your own boss. That means working wherever you want and whenever you want, with the added bonus of taking home every cent you earn. No hidden fees. Thanks to Swiver, our favorite barbers, stylists, and nail techs are back in business and have more clients than ever.
That's right. That's right. We are super excited to be sponsored by none other than Swiver LLC. Listen, if you have not checked out their website, please go to their website, check them out. I promise you, it is one of the most amazing products, mobile applications that is getting ready to hit the market. You do not want to miss out. Also, I would like to thank our next sponsor. This sponsor is near and dear to me, none other than my mama, y'all. My mama, I call her, I say, y'all, we need a sponsor. And she wrote the check. And so to my family, to my mother, Nikita Matthews and family, thank you all so much for supporting the work that we're doing right here at the Tulsa Initiative. It's different when family is behind you, right? It's just like, yes, they get it. So thank you all so much. So we're going to keep this show moving. Next, we're going to have coming to the stage, Check. And I'm super excited about this young man. Check, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, Q. How you doing?
I'm well. You ready?
I'm all ready, man.
All right, let's get it. It's on you, boss.
All right. So hello, everybody. I'm Shek, founder of Fondami, and I help entrepreneurs and startups succeed. Being born and raised in Mali, a country on the U.S. do not travel list, I've seen many things, enough to make my life purpose to help others, enough to make me a walking model of perseverance and tenacity. According to Forbes, 90% of startups fail. We need to understand that there are more challenges facing entrepreneurs other than just funding. Entrepreneurs need to build a team, they need the guidance, they need proper feedback from a rich community. Having to search multiple places and still not finding such things is without a doubt discouraging. It without a doubt adds to the startup failure rate. With new business applications rising over 40% in 2020 and crowdfunding expected to witness a compound growth rate of 16%, we need to help these people. That's why Fondami was created. Fondami is a one-stop resource for entrepreneurs, a place where entrepreneurs can discuss, raise funds, and get assistance for their startup, a place where the freelance economy meets the startup economy. We serve entrepreneurs of all kinds and entities in the entrepreneurship universe. That includes VCs, incubators, accelerators, cohort programs, angels, and maybe even demons. That's just a joke. As Warren Buffett said from an African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Financially speaking, Fondami will make money by collecting funding fees, 3% for cash and 1% for equity. We also have a subscription model, which people have showed great interest in, as I did a survey. The subscription model will include our partnership, mentoring, and social media platform. As for our feature list, will also be monetized. What makes Fondami stand out is that we offer you more for less with the tools that our competitors do not have. We also have me, an immigrant, author, analyst, fund manager, and a student who is currently missing my graduation ceremony for this event. There's no one at my competitors that will outwork me to make Fondami the leading platform for all entrepreneurs. Thank you, and any questions you have will now be taken.
Great job. At this time, I'm going to bring our judges back to the stage, and we're going to dive right in. Judges?
Sheik, I think you have a great product. My question for you is, how does your website or product set you apart from other entrepreneurial websites or freelance websites like Upwork or Indeed? What's your strategic advantage?
Okay, so as far as website, I was coding a website by myself and had it up, but I did take it back down and want to build from scratch. So right now we're just still building the MVP. And what makes us different from our competitors is that Indeed, Kickstarter, Fiverr, they're all focusing on just one simple thing. Fiverr focuses on freelance, Kickstarter focuses on funding, and they're not bringing the two together and understanding that entrepreneurs also need to build partnerships in order to be able to succeed. And they also need a place where they can run beta testing. They need a place where they can get feedback on certain products. So they don't have that community-like sense as our platform would be able to have. So again, you can think of us as a one-stop resource. So all the competitors that you're naming right now, we're pretty much that place all combined.
That's awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, see, great presentation again. I just want to ask, if you were to win, what would you do with this money? Like, what would you put it towards in your business?
So what I would do with the money that I raised from this would be able to get further ahead in that MVP building stage. So right now, I'm working a job, of course, at Morgan Stanley, but it's not enough to be able to bootstrap and be able to create the team that I want and be able to get a unique platform. So of course, I can go out, I can have somebody try to buy templates, etc., find codes on YouTube and put it together. But to be able to have that unique platform to create a unique experience for users, I won't be able to do that without this funding.
10-4, man. Okay, got you. Thank you.
My question for you is, great presentation, by the way. Do you know the cost of your business model? Like, how much does it cost to put a site that is functional together like this? And do you have any clear revenue goals for your first year?
Yes. So are you able to see my presentation still? I don't know if you nodded, I can't see you at all. But yes, so in terms of being able to get the project up and running, if you're in the United States and if you're not outsourcing, it will cost around $300,000 to create a truly unique from zero code, fully coded. It'll take around $300,000. But to outsource to places such as Germany or Eastern Asia, it will cost less, between 100 or even less than that, 50 to 100,000. So I've been able to do some research there and find the funding or the numbers for that. As far as goals for revenue for first year, I have set out projections, and how I was able to do that with a lot of underlying assumptions, which for the first assumptions, we understand that there's 25 million entrepreneurs in the United States currently. From there, we find different things such as the subscription model and the funding fees that we're going to be able to collect. So by the end of first year, after beta testing and everything with proper marketing and execution, I do believe that we can reach 2 million revenue.
I'm sorry, just to clarify, 2 million within the first year?
After beta testing. So beta may be itself like 6 months and being able to acquire users from there, but based off the subscription model pricing that I was doing through the surveys and being able to gain interest from it, that's the model that I was able to build from that.
Okay, cool.
And I can send you further information on the assumptions and everything that you'd like to see on the financial projections.
I just wanted to make a comment. I think you're really sharp. I think your presentation is on trend with what I've seen from data analytics companies even. I wanted to know, what do you think about some of the news media is saying about the gig economy? Basically, your company will fall into like that area, the gig economy, freelance work and things like that. Have you made yourself knowledgeable on labor market issues and kind of the infiltration of that type of economy? Where do you fit?
Yeah, so in terms of just being able to break into that economy itself and the gig economy is not a difficult way to infiltrate, but in terms of getting traction itself is definitely difficult. But given that the growth rate that's currently coming up with the 16, that's just for crowdfunding, and there's a 1 trillion, the gig economy itself is bringing in 1 trillion for the United States. So there's a lot of demand there in general, and people are just struggling to find platforms that are able to bring them their own personal revenue. So in terms of having another platform like Fondami out there is not going to be oversaturations or anything because of just the amount of people that are going to be looking to be able to find a place where they can generate their own revenue. So Fiverr is able to gain places, Indeed, etc. Everybody in the gig economy is looking for a place, multiple places to be able to generate revenue. So Fondami will definitely not saturate the market or be able to not gain any traction because there's already multiple tools, but rather we will give the users or give the economy itself another way of generating revenue. And as far, what was your other part of the question? I forgot.
You pretty much answered it pretty well. And I think if your marketing is able to tell that story right away, you're actually going to be pretty successful. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, wow, man, we're super excited. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, we're almost done. We are really like moments away from announcing the winner, and I'm super, super excited for all of these young men. We have 2 more phenomenal entrepreneurs that's going to pitch their business right before you. So listen, y'all know how I say it every time. If you have not hit the like and share button, make sure you hit the like and share button. So this year, we will have a first place winner who will win an investment of $1,000, also with 2 professional development consultations that is valued at $1,000. We have a second place winner who will win $500 in a consulting session for that is worth up to $500. Listen, if you would like to know how it is that you can support the Tulsa Initiative and the work that we are trying to do, we are literally working with guys all across the nation. All of these guys are in different locations, and we need your help to make sure that we can continue sending this message and cultivating minds to change lives for Black and brown males. So we want you to partner with us. Go to our website, www.tulsanonprofit.org. We want you to make a donation. Listen, I'm not afraid to ask. We're in the business of helping Black men. We want you to make a donation. We need your help so we can continue changing lives. You can make that donation via Cash App at #Tulsa Nonprofit or on our website. Thank you so, so much. And while we're in this vein, I want to recognize 2 more of our sponsors, Liger Transport out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you so much for honoring the value and the work that we're doing in Black and brown males' lives. And I would also like to thank Black, Pretty, and Paid University, led by none other than my sister, Jalen Jones. And listen, not only did she write the check, but she donated her time. And we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart for supporting the work that we are doing. And last but not least, my company, my business partner, Madison Glenn and Covington LLC. Thank you all, you and Jalen, for making sure that we could be a part of such great event. Thank you. So y'all, it's time to keep this show rolling. We're moments away from announcing the winner. So at this point, at this moment, we have Maurice coming to the stage. Y'all bring Maurice on. Maurice, how you doing?
I'm well, man. Excited. How are you?
I'm well. Well, hey, listen, we can hear you. It's on you, buddy.
All right. Thank you. Can you all see my screen?
We can.
Beautiful. One note. That's how it all began. At 5 years old, after witnessing my grandfather pass away, I was given a blessing trumpet, the last of its kind. The same he marched with at A&T State University. After being sexually assaulted by my high school band director, my ability to play withered away. The only way for me to reclaim and maintain my passion for the arts and band was the creation of LPA, the world's first professional high-step marching band. Good evening. My name is Maurice Greer, and I've allowed my trauma to drive my success in what we never believed $1 billion company. Since, I've experienced bronze musicians in London, toured the classical scene of Italy, taught in China, and recently immersed myself in Ghana to understand rhythm from its roots. From West Charlotte Senior High School to UNC Chapel Hill, Howard Law, Duke, and Harvard, I've relentlessly prepared myself for this plan, with a background in music performance, business, political science, and law. The League of Performing Artists will provide competitive entertainment, full-time careers that provide living wages, a platform for artistic expression, and educational programs for artistic development. The current market has 3 indirect competitors: DCI, all-star and mass bands, and part-time volunteer bands, all that require a pay-to-play schema. LPA is organizing an existing space in a novel way. We will make money through sponsorships, advertisements, partnerships, and most importantly, national competitions. This summer, we are launching our first virtual competition, and today, I'm asking you to sponsor one team. When you think of our revenue model, think NASCAR, think Ruckerton, think big, but don't think too long or too late. The train is leaving. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
Wow, great job. Listen, judges, come on back in the room. The judges, the judges, the judges. It is now, judges, it's on you. Wow, the judges are speechless. I mean,
Jalen, I have a question.
Okay.
Sorry, Maurice. Can you tell me your funding ask and what you plan to do with that money?
Certainly. So, prayerfully, if I'm selected as a winner today, I will use that funding to establish business documents, filing operational agreements, and different things like that. In addition to that, what I'm asking specifically from sponsors is to sponsor one team. Typically, throughout the summer, all-star bands and mass bands raise up to $10,000 to $20,000 to fund their summer activities. And this year, LPA will be sponsoring all of their activities so that the burden of payment will be off and we can focus on generating revenue with the value that we know is there.
I have a question for you. Excellent presentation. As you see, it took us a little minute to get our questions together. So that was good silence there. But you mentioned a piece of your story, and I wanted to ask you, why is that important to your business model? I would love to hear more about your story and how that's important to your brand.
Certainly. Sorry. That's one question I didn't think about. I should have. In high school, I'm actually starting this week. I will have to go to trial for a man that was hired in the community, had this idea. There are people in the community who had an idea. I think that's all I can say, that he was a known sex offender. And so marching band had been a part of my life since I was young, since I was 5. You know, this trumpet here, this is the blessing horn, the last one that was made. My grandfather gave it to me. My grandmother gave it to me after my grandfather passed away, and music was my way of finding joy and peace in hard times. And so, unfortunately, through that experience of being sexually assaulted by him and just manipulated, it tainted my entire high school career. And to an extent, it made me run away from what I truly cared about, which was music. But I always tried to hold on to it. And I actually, the first person I pitched on this idea was that director, and he said to me, "Who do you think you are that you can go and create this league? You don't think other people have thought of it? What makes you so special?" And so from that day, I told myself I would prove him wrong. And that is what we will do starting today.
Thank you so much for answering. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing that part of your story.
Thank you.
So I have a question. Your company, who are you marketing LPA to? Are you marketing it to former band members that may have a similar story, or how are you marketing LPA?
Certainly. So currently, as I was saying before, there are 3 existing environments that include DCI, which is a core style. It's different than what you will see in HBCUs, what you would see at UNC Chapel Hill or at Ohio State. DCI is one environment that people go into and they pay to get exposure to the entertainment industry. And so having that is like a good resume booster. Whereas you have all-star and mass bands throughout the Deep South. And so you'll see these bands in Houston. We have 8 bands currently that include a band in Houston, 4 bands in Louisiana, a band in the Bahamas, North Carolina, etc. And so marketing to them, because my goal is never to discredit or even try to compete with people that have already been in a space. My idea is always to include. So to answer your question directly, I'm marketing to the people that are already in the space and people that want to be in that space. And kids like me, in 9th grade or 8th grade that have marched at a house of prayer or have played in music and think to themselves, why can't I do this forever? And that was my initial thought. Why do I have to go to college and say march at Southern, which was my dream, in which I was scared away from, and I'll never let that happen again. But why does it have to stop there? Why can't this be a career like being an NFL player or an NBA player? Why can't I aspire to do greater things?
Maurice, I'll just say, I think your story is powerful. I think what you represent for young Black men who've been in similar situations is powerful, and that you've used that and turned it into something I hope is going to be very successful for you. So thank you for your transparency and for your courage tonight.
Thank you so much, Maurice. We're proud of you, man, and the work that you're doing. Judges, judges, judges. It is heating up. It's heating up. It is heating up. And before I bring our final young man to come before and pitch his business before you, I got a couple special thank yous that I just want to do from this place. I want to thank our director of programs, Danny Wooten, and our program coordinator, Laura, who has worked with these young men for 8 weeks. Every Saturday morning, they have been talking and meeting and having conversations with these young men. And I just want to say thank you all so much. I also want to thank all of our presenters who came during our Tulsa Leadership and Entrepreneurship Academy, taught on marketing, that did presentations on everything dealing with business. Thank you so much to Eric Hawkins, the Executive Vice President of Facebook. Thank you so much to our pitch coach, Miss Linda, everybody that had a part in making this possible so that these young men could give you all the best product possible. We just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I also cannot forget to thank these two individuals. I want to thank Justice Hauser and Skyrocket Social Media for carrying this out for us. I also want to thank Monte. Thank you so much for all of your hard work and everything that you guys have done to make this possible. Now we're going straight to our last contestant who will pitch his business, Mr. Davosky Board. How are you, sir?
Hey, Q, I'm doing well, and I'm just excited and ready to compete.
Hey, I love the energy. We can see your presentation. It is on you. Take us away.
My name is Davosky Boyd, co-founder of Black Creek Outdoors, the only Black-owned outdoor clothing and lifestyle company in America. Have you ever wanted to get involved in the outdoors, maybe go hunting, fishing, or hiking, or just do something in the outdoor space, but you don't have the money, don't have the resources, or just don't know the first step to doing it? Well, I was in that same boat, and I decided to start Black Creek Outdoors. Black Creek Outdoors is an outdoor clothing and lifestyle brand committed to unifying all races through the love of outdoors while spreading awareness of the unity in the outdoor space. Currently, we offer our product lines, trucker caps and t-shirts, and we also have some sticker packs, but we'll be expanding our product line this summer with our summer collection. The market size, I love it. There's our market can hit our market will hit 12.7 billion by the year of 2026. There are 50% of Americans engaged in outdoor activities, and there are a countless number of lives that we can touch by exposing them to the outdoors. We have been able to secure multiple partnerships with brand influencers as well as outdoor brands and influencers, grow our Facebook and Instagram to over 600 followers and likes. We have received over 165,000 views on TikTok, accumulated $6,000 plus in sales. We also have a 150 list. We have over 150 people on our subscribe email list, and also have an average of 50.6 on our price margins for our products. What I'm most proud of is our diverse roster of ambassadors. We have ambassadors from hunters to fly fishermen to kayak guides. We have a chef, celebrity chef J-Rob, who is an ambassador. We have NFL player Sean Dion Hamilton, as well as 2 NFL draftees, Caleb Huntley and Michael Carter. I do not want to forget Cal Culpepper and DK Patterson, who are our first 2 ambassadors, who are at the University of Montevallo, and they are on the fishing team, who is the #1 fishing team in America. And guess what? Black Creek Outdoors is a proud sponsor of Montevallo University fishing team. We plan to grow by expanding our products, continuing to partner with influencers and organizations, hosting events, and by using social media and marketing to grow our audience. Goals and use of prize money. We plan to host events promoting diversity in the outdoors, expose people of all backgrounds to the outdoors, as well as becoming the top outdoor clothing and lifestyle brand. With the use of the prize money, we will expand our inventory, host our Black Creek Outdoors Day, as well as hire a social media manager. Black Creek Outdoors is the only Black-owned outdoor clothing and lifestyle brand in America. If you support the outdoors, inclusion, as well as diversity in the outdoors, you've been a supporter of Black Creek Outdoors and you didn't even know it. We thank you guys for listening to our presentation. And as you can see on the screen, you can email us, find our website, you can go buy some merch. You can follow us on Instagram as well as on Facebook. Thank you so much, and thank you so much.
Great job, judges. Somebody bring the judges in. Bring the judges in. Judges, it's on you all.
All right. So I want to take this one first. Thank you. How do you plan to market your products in stores such as Bass Pro Shops or your Dick's Sporting Goods or your Cabela's, those outdoor stores? Do you plan on trying to get licensing contracts with them, or do you plan on having your own storefront?
Well, as of now, we do not plan to open up our own storefront. E-commerce is just amazing, and it's going to keep the cost down. And in business, keeping your costs down, supporting your bottom line is major. Going to your second point about getting to Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, and other stores like that. Funny that you asked that, because I used to work at Bass Pro Shop. I used to work in the footwear section. And it was me in the footwear section and another guy in the camping section. Only Black guys on the top half of the floor. And I always had encounters with people who like to engage in outdoors. And I just always wonder, like, how can I get into that space, or how can I, spark a change or control a narrative in the outdoor space? But going back to your question, we do plan to get licensing contracts, or just partner with these stores.
My question to you is, it seems like you have a really great market and there's a lot of money that's circulating, especially with the projection to 2026. Where do you see your company in annual revenue? Where are you all going to fit into this market?
By 2026, I would love to see us way surpass $5, $10, $20 million with the plan we have in place now, and strategic growth, strategic partnerships. I definitely think that can be attainable, but the sky's the limit.
Hey, Devosky, just wanted to say, man, I'm a Black country trucker myself, so I definitely love what you got going on for you. But what I want to know is, from when I go on your website and buy merch, what does it look like? All like logistics, like who do you partner with that makes your merch, and as far as distribution, like how does that work?
Larry, that's an amazing question. Well, when you decide to go to Black Creek Outdoors and purchase a trucker cap or purchase a t-shirt, the order's coming straight to us. Me and my partner Jonathan Robinson, we're doing everything as of now when it comes to fulfilling orders, shipping orders. But we do have a local company that we've been using to make our products. But we are looking to partner with Black-owned clothing distributors, as well as hat distributors, so we can, partner up and start, circulating the money in the Black community.
Okay, great, man. Appreciate that.
I just wanted to note that being that you work in the stores and you've been in this industry for a while, then you started your own company. To me, you're coming off extremely authentic, which I appreciate. I would say with your events and things like that, and for community impact, have you thought about including the youth at all? And also, you spoke about diversity among your brand ambassadors. How are you creating that type of community between brand ambassadors, or how are your events going to look, stuff like that?
Okay, so great questions. Starting with your first question, we do plan to get the youth involved. Actually, like one of my first thought processes when, writing down and a lot of trial and error last year when we were working on Black Creek before we launched, a huge a component of our business was to get involved with underserved communities, because I was once told when exposure leads to growth. No, he said exposure leads to elevation. And I believe that 100%. Once you're exposed to something, you know how it feels to be in that position. And at that point, you get hungry, because if you don't have, if you don't have the resources at the time, you want to figure out how to get those resources. And you want to find how you can do what you need to do to obtain certain goals. So exposure leads to elevation. And we do plan to get involved with youth, as well as underserved communities in Montgomery, Alabama, where we're located, as well as across the country as we grow. And can you repeat that second question, please?
You spoke about diversity amongst your brand ambassadors. How are you building community with your events and things like that? Like once somebody goes to an event or makes a purchase, is there a community that they can join? Because those types of customers are normally more long-term.
Yeah, that's a great question as well. We, with our brand ambassadors, they are extremely diverse. Our brand ambassadors range from Tacoma, Washington, to Miami, Florida, to Yonkers, New York, to Montgomery, Alabama. So they're spread off across the nation. Everybody hasn't had the chance to get in one collective setting due to COVID. But when that time comes, we do plan to have our ambassadors in one location, and then we will be able to grow the community. We will be able to use them to go back to their communities to grow the Black Creek mission and message.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, 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 y'all. Wow. I'm excited. We are moments away. Our judges are deliberating right now. They are getting their score sheets turned in, and we're getting ready to announce who's the winner. But before we announce who the winner, listen. If you have not participated in the Viewer's Choice Award, I need you to take out your phone. I need you to go to Cash App, and I need you to send a donation and put the person's name in the subject bar. That is going to be the person who is going to win this $1,000 package. I need you to do that. Also, I'm looking at the chat right now. Who y'all got y'all money on? Who gonna win? Who gonna win? I'm looking at the chat. Put it in the chat. Who y'all betting on? Who is going to win? There you go. They coming in. Yes. Absolutely. And so I just want to thank all of our judges. They have been phenomenal. I mean, like, y'all, these judges, the real deal. Y'all heard their questions. They are clear. They know what they're talking about, and they mean business. And so, judges, we just want to thank all of you all so much for deciding to sponsor this, to be a part of this, and working with us as we grow. I want to shout out all of our Tulsa staff who works day in and day out to make sure that we are handling the people's business, that we are getting Black and brown business done. Thank you again to all of our sponsors, to everybody that support us. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I want to thank Manuel Fleming, our COO, our co-founder, who has done a phenomenal job with making sure that this program is running at the speed it should be running. I want to thank also our Chief Administrative Officer, O.C. Strout Melvin, who always makes sure that we are handling the people's business. And last but not least, I want to thank the man who makes sure the money makes sense and that it adds up, our CFO, Martin Betterman. Thank you all so much for what it is that you do. If you have not followed the Tulsa Initiative on all social media platforms, right now is the moment. Go follow us at Tulsa Nonprofit. So we're going to have one more ad video, and guess what? We're coming back to announce the winner.
What's up? My name is Justice Hauser, CEO and founder of Skyrocket Social Media Marketing LLC and inaugural member of the Tulsa Leadership Academy and Shark Tank. On September 12th at 7 p.m., I'll have the opportunity to share my business plan and compete for startup funding from Shark Tank Live. Over the last 8 weeks, I've had the opportunity to gather with young Black entrepreneurs from around the country to gain mentorship and training from some of the top minds in business around the world about our business plans, really working out how to master each part of the business process, and overall just facilitate thought around our businesses and what we can really be. With all that being said, the mission does not stop there though. The Tulsa Initiative cannot function without our loyal supporters and people who donate and share our mission with others, which is to cultivate minds to change lives. So please share using Cash App, our text to give application, or navigate to the donation page on our website. Thank you.
They're coming in. They're coming in. Listen. You still got a couple of more seconds. Viewer's choice. They're coming in. They're coming in. Make sure you are sending your money to who you believe is the people's choice. Who the people want. Who y'all want. Who y'all want. Listen. Okay. I'm waiting. Y'all, we getting ready to announce the winner. Where we at, Manuel? Where we at? Where are we at? Oh man, the numbers are coming in. Man is texting me the numbers. They are coming in. Y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready, man. Y'all ain't hype enough for me. Y'all ready? Y'all whoa. The numbers are it. Yeah, let me stop playing and tell y'all the winners, man. Let me stop playing. I'm ready. First, I want to say, Black men, listen to me. You all are winners. I'm proud of each and every one of you. I'm so thankful that you all decide to go on this experience with the Tulsa Initiative. You gave us 8 weekends for 8 weeks straight. You gave us your Saturday mornings. And I just want you to know that we are super proud of you. We believe in your business. We are thankful for you. And we want you to keep going hard, keep pitching your business, keep getting money, and keep being an entrepreneur. That's what it's all about. Because we know that if we bring business, if we bring money back into the Black community, that our kids and generation after them will be successful. And so I want to thank you. Y'all ready for the winner? Hey, the winner. All right. So the People's Choice Award goes to, oh, wow. Okay. Wow. The People's Choice Award goes to the Vosky Boy, the Vosky Board with Black Creek. Congratulations to the Vosky Board from Black Creek with the People's Choice Award. And second place. Y'all ready? Can I get a drum roll? Dun, 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 dun. In second place, we have none other than Sheck. Congratulations to our second place winner, Sheck. So we have the People's Choice Award, Devosky, second place, Sheck. And ladies and gentlemen, this year's 2020-21 Tulsa Shark Tank winner, the recipient to follow after Justice Hauser, the second person to win, to take it all, to get the money, is none other than the Vosky Boy. Congratulations to all of you. We're super proud of you. Congratulations to the Vosky Board for being first place as well as the people's choice, but also being the winner. And last but not least, congratulations to Check on coming in second. Thank you all so much. God bless y'all. We love y'all. Until next time, we are cultivating minds to change lives at the Tulsa Initiative. You guys have a great night. God bless you all.